guys, and welcome to another episode of Gun from Down Under. In today's video, it's gonna be something different. I haven't done it before. It's gonna be a player battle. So on the weekends and a couple of days since then, everyone's kind of been talking about Chamberlain, and Campbell, who actually brings more to the table. So I thought, let's do a battle. So basically what I've done is I've worked out some of the averages of the players. So, they're attacking players, obviously, they're both wingers, so that's going to come into consideration. Goals, tackles per game, I'm going to be looking at that just to see which player brings more to the table. Now obviously it's going to be a bit in Chamberlain's favour because he's played more games, so more games equals more stats and more chances to do something with the ball. But on other aspects, it's surprising to see how close Campbell is to Chamberlain, even though he's played 7 less Premier League games. So this is strictly Premier League. I know Campbell's played a few Champions League games, and I think Chamberlain has as well. But we're going to look at Premier League because we're top of the table now, and these players are the players that get teams over the line. It's those mid-tier players that have to put in the extra work to get the champions, to become champions, basically. I know it's great to have Ozil, it's great to have Sanchez, it's great to have Cech, but it's those players that come off the bench when you need them to make the difference. And I think on the weekend, Campbell came on and he did what he needed to do. He really did give us that boost that we needed. So I've got on my laptop here, I've got some stats and I want to have a look and we can discuss them. And yeah, this is kind of more, who would you guys, if there was one spot left on the team, one sub left and you had Chamberlain and Campbell on the bench, who would you bring on? I would be very interested to know the answer. So basically, I've got the stats in here in front of me. So Chamberlain's played 17 games for 665 minutes, while Campbell's played 10 games for 519 minutes. Now, if you go for total shots, Oxlade Chamberlain is on 17 in 17 matches, so he's going at 1 shot a game. Whereas Campbell has played 10 games, he's going at 9 shots, so he's just under 1 a game. So if you go on that, Chamberlain gets the tick. Now if you go goals scored, now everyone's talked about this in the last couple of days, Chamberlain constantly goes a season without a goal. I think he's gone a couple of seasons without an assist, he's maybe a 1 assist or 1 goal sort of a season player. Campbell, on the other hand, he's come on, he's played 10 games, he's scored 2 goals in the Premier League. Obviously Chamberlain has scored none. Tackles. Now we all see Campbell as probably the better defensive player, but in this aspect, they've both actually had 10 tackles. Now again, Chamberlain's played more games, but 10 tackles each. He does the hard work, Chamberlain. Chances created. So in 10 games, Campbell has created 4 chances of which he scored 2. Now, Chamberlain, on the other hand, he's generated 14 chances, and we know that when he gets the ball, he takes players on, he crosses it in, and there's unfortunately no end product. Pass completion. It's very close, this one. 85% to Chamberlain, 77% to Campbell. Now, interceptions. I can guarantee that a lot of you would think that Campbell's probably got the best of him here, but it's actually Chamberlain with 10 to 6. Now again, he's had 7 more games, so if you go on averages, Campbell's probably taken the cake. These are the only stats that I've looked at. There are other ones, we can have a look. If you go just total attacking score, so this is kind of a summary of what the players bring to the table in an attacking sense to the team. Chamberlain is ranked at 108.59, while Campbell is at 78.49. Now defensively, we all think that Campbell brings more to the table defensively, and we see that. He tracks back, he tackles. But are we focusing too much on him because he's a new player, to us? We haven't seen him that much. Are we focusing on him too much? Because if you go defense score, it's actually Chamberlain 51.06 to Campbell. Don't know what this means, but it's negative 22. So I'm not sure if it's ranking specific areas of the game that they bring to the table, goals per game that maybe that we score against Arsenal when they play, but who knows. So just to summarise this, total shots, Chamberlain wins. Total goals, Campbell wins. Total tackles, equal. Chances created, Chamberlain. Pass completion, just Chamberlain. Interceptions, just Chamberlain. Attacking score, Chamberlain outright. And defense score, Chamberlain outright. Now, I know this is all bullshit. I mean, it's just kind of numbers, it's stats, no one gives a crap. On my personal opinion, I think at the moment, and I hate to say this because I am a massive Chamberlain fan, but Campbell is more effective. When he gets the ball, you think he's going to do something with it. You think he just tries. He just doesn't give up on the ball. There was a number of times in the weekend Chamberlain got the ball taken off him and he just like a little kid kind of just stood there and let the players go around him and didn't do much. Campbell, we've seen him, he goes, when Bellerin pushes up, he's at right back, saving us in case there's a turnover. And I think when you've got such an attacking right back, it's great to have someone that tracks back like that. Anyway guys, that's kind of the player battle for the day. I'm not going to say that I want one over the other. I'm very happy that they're both Arsenal players and I think they're both going to have a massive say in whether we win the title or not. I think Chamberlain with his pace can be an insanely good player. And we saw against Chelsea in the Community Shield, that goal that he scored on his left foot. That's his only goal for the season, sorry. I didn't mention that, but he has scored a goal at least, and it was in the Community Shield. Which, you know, take it as you want. But yeah, it's a tricky one. I mean, I thought it'd be great, and let me know, comment below which players you want me to compare next, and we can have a discussion, whether it's Cazorla v Ozil, that's kind of unfair, or even Giroud versus Walcott would be an interesting one. So we could do that next time. But anyway guys, it'd be great if you could subscribe, like, comment, tell me what you think of these videos, and I'll keep them coming. Thanks very much, and we'll talk soon.